Okay, so I am now making $5,000 every single month with prop firms consistently. Okay, I'm not quite there yet, but this is episode 6 of the journey of me getting to that $5,000 every single month, and we're getting very close. It's now getting exciting. So thank you very much for joining. For those who have watched the other episodes, welcome back. For everyone else that doesn't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go back and you watch all the other episodes leading up to this point. Essentially, I'm trying to get to $5,000 every single month consistently with prop firms using our incredible prop farming blueprint and our EA called Titan X. And we are getting there. We did have a little bit of a slower time over December and now January. The 2 funded accounts that I did have, both of them actually got payouts. I got the payout and I was already now waiting for my second payout. And for both of those, the one that I'm waiting for my first payout, they've asked to do an interview. And then the other one, they also wanted to do an interview. So we're seeing this a lot now, guys. We are seeing prop firms doing a lot more interviews with their traders, just making sure that everything is okay to basically continue trading with them. So I've done one of the interviews and the other one I will be doing hopefully the next week. I was just basically waiting until my slot that they gave me so I could actually do the interview. So for this reason, it has been a little bit slower. I kind of have slowed down a little bit, but even with that, for January, I'm actually about close to $3,500 in profit already. Let's quickly jump over. I don't want this video to be too long. It's just going to be a very quick update and then kind of talk you through where we're going next week and the week after, because I think it's going to get exciting now. The big ball has started rolling and it's kind of going to start picking up pace now because we're making money. We're putting that money back into the system to buy more accounts. So it's going to kind of start rolling. So I'm super excited about that. 5% is one of the prop firms I'm going to be looking at because I've only been taking challenges up to this point with E8. So I'm now going to start diversifying a bit and throwing in a few more prop firms. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet you guys would have recognized. So let me show you this quickly. So these are all the challenges I've taken thus far. This one, the 5ers, I'm starting on Monday this coming week. So when you're watching this, I would have already started this. I'm now filming this on a weekend, basically coming into the weekend, and I will be starting this on Monday. But for you guys, I would have already started this. So let's just actually put that in progress because when you guys watch this, it will be in progress. So as you guys know from watching the previous episodes, if we're looking at challenges that are complete, we have completed 4. So 2 of them failed, 2 of them have passed. One of them has already got a payout on the funded account. Actually, both of them have got their first payout on the funded. One I'm still waiting for because I've got to do that interview. The other one's got 1 payout. It's already now on a second payout. I've just done the interview and they've now released the funds. So that has actually hit my account already. So we're going to be talking through that. So fail. So these are the 2 accounts. So this is the one that I have actually got 2 payouts. So the first payout was for 2,873, of which my hedging result was negative, basically 719 under. So my total for that, I think, was just the difference between the 2. For the second payout, I've just received 3,363, which I'm getting all of that because there's no more hedging. When you start trading for your second payout, you turn the hedge bot off. And I was actually looking for 2%, guys, but because of I keep forgetting about their consistency rule, which says a single day cannot be more than 50% of your total. So I basically pushed for 2% and I hit that 2% in like the first or second day. And then I remembered that I cannot take that profit because my only day of trading is 100% of my total. So I ended up having to trade till about, a little over $4,000, which I eventually hit. So that's why my payout is a little bigger. So I kind of forgot about it, but blessing in disguise because I ended up actually making a little bit more, which is really cool. So $3,363 in my account already done. So this is essentially what I've now earned for January, getting closer to that $5,000 a month. And I feel like we would have actually hit the $5,000 a month if I wasn't kind of waiting for so long for these interviews like this one, which I have already hit. I basically got 3,096 and then my hedge was 824 under. So that was the difference between the 2, was kind of what I'm waiting for, which I haven't received yet. So that being said, I had this other one in progress, which I started way back on the 4th of November, and it's literally been up and down. This is another reason I'm really excited to be starting some other prop firms, because with the EA single phase challenge, there's that rule that you cannot make more than 2% in a day. So essentially now what's happening is I'm looking for 2% profit. If I lose, it's a 2% loss. Sometimes I go up and down the same amount for ages. And this one has literally been in for almost, I think it's 3 months now. And I actually had written it off, but it's coming back. I think on Thursday was sitting at 105,000. So I'm around $3,000 away from actually passing this one as well. And that'll be my 3rd funded account, which is awesome. We also did start another one on on beginning of this month, which is also in progress. So that one is currently sitting on about 101,500. So kind of slowly going in the right direction. And then on Monday, I will be starting the fivers. We'll talk more about that now. So if we quickly go over and have a look at the stats. So you can see over here, there's no stats for 2 phase because I've only been taking the 1 phase up till this point. So we've got 2 passed, 2 failed, 2 ongoing. Total pass fail is 4. So it's a 50% funded rate. And if this other one that's turned around actually ends up getting funded, I'm going to be on like a 60% funded rate, which is phenomenal. So if you're looking at just the amount I've made, it's actually a total of 7,634. This is through payouts and the money I make on the hedge account when I actually fail. So total I've made is that much. But if you're looking at the floating, I'm sitting at about 4,349, obviously because there's money going back into the hedging, there's money going back into the challenge fees, and all of that is taken into account. Not bad at all, guys. So average value of a funded account up to this point is 4,666. Profit from each of my funded accounts essentially up till this point. So profit target hit rate has so far been 100%. So it's all looking very good, guys. It has taken a little bit longer than I would have liked. I was hoping by the 4th month I would already be at least have hit my first 5k month. But like I said, I think I should have hit my first 5k if we didn't have the kind of slowdown over the Christmas period, which does happen. I was still trading, but I had those 2 accounts that were just on hold, both my funded accounts, which essentially I had to do the interviews for. Now, if you guys are taking prop firms and you are in the same boat with the interviews, don't be worried. I think you've just got to talk through exactly what it is you're doing. Make sure that you're not doing anything you shouldn't be. Make sure you are trading the account on your own. You're not getting anyone else to trade the account on your behalf. Take the interview at your own pace. Make sure you speak clearly. Take it slow. Don't rush through it because, you know, when you get all anxious about, you know, answering questions, you can say things that maybe you make mistakes and then might end up saying you can't get your funds or you can't get the funded account. For the most part, I think that's just part of the process now, and I think it's something we've got to accept. The interviews are now here to stay, and I think it's going to happen a lot more, to be honest. So that's where we are, guys. Let me go back over to the actual this one. I'm actually going to be starting the 5%ers on Monday, and I'm actually contemplating potentially even also starting a possibly goat funded. Let's go with a goat funded. So we'll basically be having a goat funded in the mix as well. I'm going to see if I can do that. I might speak to some of the guys in the Discord just to see what they've been trading with in terms of prop firms, what they're currently recommending. Goat funded, we're looking at about $400. I think this is going to be MT5. Obviously, I think I can, and it's going to be a 2-step. So we'll see if we can start 2 more. So essentially, we will be running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts at the same time, guys. Is kind of my goal for next week. So we are now slowly starting to pick up the pace. We're trying to get as many challenges running at the same time, because the more challenges we can take at the same time, the more chance we have of hitting those funded accounts. And then it starts getting to a point where you're rolling so many at the same time that even if you start losing some funded accounts, which does happen as well, it doesn't matter. We've got the others kind of just constantly slotting in. So I'm super excited now. The ball is really starting to roll. Now we're in the new year. Let the interviews come. But yeah, I'm super excited about this now, guys. My target is that for February, I think, and I'm pretty confident we're going to actually hit our first 5,000 month. Now, that's not where the series ends. Obviously, guys, we said we need to be making it consistently. Now, I am going to keep on pushing. I'm going to be keeping on taking as many new challenges as I possibly can. I want to get to the point where I'm running at least 10 challenges at the same time consistently on like a conveyor belt, because I think at that point, I'm hoping that I'm going to be averaging 5,000, which means months I make 4,000. Maybe some months I'm going to be making closer to 10,000. So the whole point is that on average, I am hitting that 5K every single month. So that's where we are, guys. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to kind of throwing in some new prop firms in the mix where I can go back to the 2 phases and I can go a little bit more aggressive where I'm maybe, you know, risking 2% to make 5%. So there's a chance that I can actually get a challenge 1 fun pass in, you know, 2 or 3 days. So that's where we are, guys. Considering if we go back to this one, and I'm actually now tracking the amount earned per month, you can see we started with December being 1,531. So for December, I've actually accounted for the one that I haven't actually received the funds for. So I'm not going to add that in. I'm going to keep that as that, because if I actually add that in now, January was a 5,000 month, but that would mean I'd earn nothing for the first 2 months. I'm going to keep it at that. So we're going to look at January. We've jumped up. We've gone to 3,000, almost 3,400. February, 5,000. My goal is February is going to be our first 5K month. So make sure you guys are sticking around for that. I'm not going to be talking too much about about exactly how I'm trading, because if you guys have watched the whole process, you know what I'm trading, you know exactly what I'm doing. And if you guys are interested in this system, which essentially is an EA that does everything for you, all the settings and everything are all unique, so you don't have to worry about that, because everything we are doing, even though we have a lot of people on the community, it's all unique. What you're trading is different to what someone else is trading, so you don't have to worry about that. So it does work, and it works very well. And then on top of that, we have a hedging bot, which essentially is countering everything you're doing with your challenge. And I'm actually over hedging now, which means even if I fail a challenge, I will not only make my challenge fee back, so that $400 or $500 make it back, but on top of that, I'm looking at making around $400 to $500 profit. So for every account I fail, I'm actually going to be making profit as well. And this is why I'm excited about bringing in some of the newer prop firms, because essentially going to be able to either pass or fail a lot quicker. So the goal is to either pass or fail quick, because then I can just keep that ball rolling. And even the ones that I'm failing, if I'm failing 3 or 4 in a month, that's a potential $2,000 extra that I'm adding to my profit, right? So if I'm getting $1,000 to $2,000 from the failed accounts, it's just adding to that potential $5,000 every month. So super excited about it. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the exact system I'm using to do everything that you've seen so far and get to that $5,000 every month, if you want 5,000, I've kind of put it at a lower number. You know, we have some guys in the community that are making upwards of $10,000 every month consistently, guys. So this system is fantastic. If you are interested, go to www.propfarming.com, have a look at the video there. There's a full demo, and then fill in the form, and you guys can be doing exactly what I'm doing. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to make this too long, guys. Thank you very much for joining me on this series. And if you haven't already, subscribed so you can catch more of this series, because I'm super excited to bring it to you, because I think it's really going to start getting interesting now. You guys are going to start seeing the numbers roll, and I'm super excited about that. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day, night, weekend, week, wherever you are, and good luck with your trading, guys. Bye for now.